Hi guys, I hope you are all doing well. Let's see today's question. So today's question we are taking this up from the topic of sequences and series. And if I talk about the question that is given to us here, the question tells us that if the sum of the series and the series is given by 1 over 1 times 1 plus d plus 1 over 1 plus d times 1 plus 2d plus till the terms we have been given is 1 over 1 plus 9d times 1 plus 10d. Now the question tells me if the sum of this entire thing is equals to 5, what's the value of 50d? So that's the question asked to us. And if I talk about the answer choices that we have been given here, the options are 5, 10, 15, and 20. So we need to figure out which one of the answer choices is the correct answer for this question that is given to us here. Let's try to understand the terms first and then we'll see how to find the sum of them. So if I see the terms which are there in the denominator, every term successively has a difference of d between them. So here I see the two terms have a difference of d between them. These two terms have a difference of d. These two terms have a difference of d. Likewise, in between also, whichever terms we had, all of them would have a difference of d between them. So what I can do is first, if I try to manipulate and adjust my first term, 1 over 1 times 1 plus d. So this product of the two terms which is in the denominator, I can just make it into sum or difference of the two fractions. So to make that, what I can do is I can multiply and divide by d first. So let's multiply by d and divide by d. So what I get is d over this 1 over d, let's keep it aside. This d with 1 times 1 plus d. So what I can do is now 1 over d is outside, which is there already, but I can write this d as using manipulation 1 plus d minus 1. So I'm just putting plus 1 and minus 1. So that will automatically make my math also equal, divided by 1 plus d. So now if I separate the denominators with this term, so I'll do 1 plus d as it is and 1 here and separate this. So 1 plus d, I'll separate with my denominators 1 and 1 plus d minus 1, 1 and 1 plus d. So I have separated those denominators. So this 1 plus d gets cancelled and I get write 1 over d, 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 plus d. So first term, I can write it in this form. Second term I have is 1 over 1 plus d times 1 plus 2d. So 1 over 1 plus d times 1 plus 2d. Again, the same thing, same process. I'll multiply by d and divide by d. So I get from here 1 over d common out. Inside the bracket, I have d times 1, which is d, over 1 plus d times 1 plus 2d. Now again, if I want to write this product of the two terms also in the terms of addition or subtraction of fractions, I can again do the same thing here as well. So first of all, this d, I can write this as 2d minus d because I want to adjust these two terms. And then I will add 1 and I'll subtract 1. One over d, 1 plus 2d as it is. From the next two terms, I can take minus sign common. So I have 1 plus d. And that denominator I have here with me, I'll separate that denominator with both the terms. So I get 1 over d, 1 plus 2d over 1 plus d times 1 plus 2d. So this cancels, minus 1 plus d over 1 plus d times 1 plus 2. So I get from here also 1 over d, 1 over 1 plus d minus 1 over 1 plus 2d. So I get all these terms. So the first term which I have written that I get this is 1 over d 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 plus d. Then the second term which I have gotten here is also 1 over d and 1 over 1 plus d minus 1 over 1 plus 2d. Likewise, I will have all the terms, and the last term also I can write it in the same fashion as 1 over d and 1 over 1 plus 9d minus 1 over 1 plus 10d. Now I have to add all of them. Now if you guys see, actually, to add all of them, first of all I can take 1 over d common, and then I'll be left with 1 minus 1 over 1 plus d plus 1 over 1 plus d minus 1 over 1 plus 2d. Then I will have 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 2d minus 1 over 1 plus 3d. This pattern will continue on and on until this last term. So everything, if you see, would be getting cancelled, which is in between. For minus 1 over 1 plus 2d, I will have plus 1 over 1 plus 2d. Then for 3d, I'll have minus and plus. Likewise, I'll have till 8 and 9. Only the last term and the first term would be left out. Everything else apart from that gets cancelled. So I have this with me. Now, once I have this with me, to make the denominator same, I can again multiply this entire term with 1 plus 10d and divide also with 1 plus 10d. So now from this, what I get is 1 over d, 1 plus 10d minus 1 over 1 plus 10d. This and this cancels. This d cancels with this. So I'm just left with 10 over 1 plus 10d. And that's the sum of all of these terms that was given to us. And they've told me that the sum of all of them is 5. So if I get this answer, 10 over 1 plus 10d equated with 5, I can write this as 10 is equals to 5 times 1 plus 10d. So I get from here 5 plus 50d. So from here I get 10 minus 5 equals 50d. So 5 equals 50d. So d becomes 5 over 50, which is 1 over 10. So I get d, which is 0.1. Once I get d, question is asking me to figure out 50d's value. So 50 times 0.1, which is basically 5. So I get the answer to the question that was asked to us, and that matches with option A. So A becomes the correct answer for the question that was given to us here. I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions, which deals with the ideas of using the concepts of sequences, particularly arithmetic sequences in this question. So we just figured out the pattern, and once we figured out the pattern, we just added all the terms that cancelled all my terms except my first and last term. And simplifying that gives me this, equating that with 5 gave me d as 0.1. And once I got d, I have to just figure out the value of 50d. So 50 times 0.1 makes it 5. So that makes your answer choice A as the correct one. So A becomes the correct answer there. I'll see you again tomorrow with some other question from some other topic. And we are going to continue our series of questions on JEE mains. So stay tuned for more videos to roll out. Also, if you're enjoying these videos that we are doing on everyday basis, please do like the videos as well and do subscribe to my channel and share this channel with your friends also who are involved in the preparation of questions on JEE, so they can also take the benefit from these questions that we are solving. Thank you.